So the first thing you learn at chef school is a basic vinaigrette. I know it's tempting to go to the store and grab one off the shelf, but when you have really good quality ingredients, all you need to do is mix it and you are good to go. So we start with the base, and you can add, subtract whatever you have in the fridge. A little bit of Dijon, a little bit of sour cream is more classic, or yogurt is better for the waistline, a little bit of freshly chopped garlic. And again, if you want to go super simple, you can just do garlic or nothing at all at this point. So once your bases are in, this is when I like to add a little bit of combination of herb de Provence with salt. So have this on hand. I love this pot, great for chicken and fish, and also amazing for vinaigrettes and salads. So once that has been added, that is your base, super simple. Then you add your acid. So old days used to be 1 part acid, 4 parts oil. I always thought that was a bit oily. So I like about 1 part acid to about 3 parts oil. So your acid can be a balsamic, it can be a lemon juice, it can be a red wine vinegar, it can be champagne vinegar, whatever you have on hand. This is one of my favorites. It's from Napa Valley, and it's a pretty heavy-duty balsamic vinegar. Amazing on things like tomatoes and bocconcini in the summer. So once that comes together, all you need here is a whisk and a measuring cup. Then you add the olive oil. Now this is where the ingredients really matter. So this is one of my pantry essential faves. So this is an extra virgin olive oil from Napa Valley. If you have good quality pantry essentials on hand, they do all the work and you have to do very little. So the key thing they would be testing you on in chef school is your emulsification. It's just a really fancy word for coming together or binding. So if you dump your oil in all at once, it'll rise to the top and it'll never bind together. If you add it in slowly with patience and calm, then it becomes incorporated and it's emulsified. And then you get a pass or a fail. So again, you can measure this if you're that type of person. I'm not that type of person. So I'm looking for a ratio of about 1 part acid to about 3 parts oil. So once this has come together, the best way to taste it is not with a spoon or sticking your finger in it, because all you'll get is the oil. Instead, you want to taste it with salad. But before I do that, I'm going to make this a tarragon vinaigrette. So you can keep this in or out. It's a fairly strong flavor, so you don't want too much of it. Tarragon is, to me, it sort of always says summer. And a little bit goes in. A little bit of pepper. And that is it. So you can leave this on the counter if you don't have your dairy, and it can sit for days and days and days. You might as well mass up, make it for enough salads for a few days so you don't have to do the work twice. But that wasn't work. Come on, that was fun. Taste it. I can tell from the consistency that looks about perfect. So another little tip, put the salad dressing in the bowl first. One, it looks pretty, but more importantly, it's easier to incorporate. Now this is my dad's lettuce, a combination of bib and green leaf. So just a rough rip. This was picked by him yesterday, so it's so fresh. And it goes, this is, imperfect. This isn't supposed to be fancy. This is just a salad. And then you can incorporate it together. Always hold some of your lettuce back. There's nothing worse than super soggy salad. And if you've got some extra lettuce on hand, you can add it in. Taste as you go, and away you go. You could dress this up, make this a little fancier if you wanted to put candied nuts or vegetables or fruits in it, but for now we're just keeping this as a basic vinaigrette. You can use whatever salads you want, whatever lettuces you want. So if you were using a frisee or a chicory, you want to have a vinaigrette that's like a balsamic, and if it was something lighter like a bib, a lemon juice based vinaigrette is going to be a great solution. So after that is incorporated, I look and say, oh, perfect. I have enough for tomorrow's salad. These mason jars are the best. You have them on hand. Put your extra in. And because I have such an obsession for these little labels, look, it's so cute. See? So simple.